hustling, I can't stop. Won't stop, can't stop. Never hear me complain about what I ain't got. Cause if I want it, I'ma go get it.
What's up, YouTube? So check this out. I got a quick PSA announcement. This for all my real peoples out there. So look, I know the struggle gets hard. I know it's tough. I know we isolated and we oftentimes don't have a voice. And whenever we do speak out on things, we're often overlooked. But I'm here to tell you to embrace that struggle, to embrace that isolation, and to embrace that pain. And I know this sounds cliche, but I truly do mean when I say embrace it, because look, we only get one life, and anything that you feel, whether positive or negative, you got to embrace it for what it is in that moment. You got to accept what it is for in that moment. I know life not always fair. I know life is not always sunshine and butterflies, but I'm here to tell you that if you are going through that struggle, you're gonna be all good. You're gonna be straight, my nigga. For me, the struggle, the pain, all the heartbreak that I have, that is turned into passion for me. Every time I go through something difficult and then I get out of that difficult situation, it gives me all the more reason to keep pushing, to keep fighting the good fight, the good battle, which is to constantly trying to improve my situation. And it honestly gives me a reason of living, right? It gives me a purpose of living. And I'm sure you have a purpose of living through the struggle and through the pains and all the trials and tribulations. It gives you that purpose of living. So I'm just here to encourage y'all to stay strong. You feel me? Keep going. And don't forget to be easy on yourself. Like, this is so important, especially when you in the struggle. Oftentimes to relieve stress, you end up beating up yourself in a way. I know I do. Every time I'm caught up in a stressful situation, or I'm caught up in a season of my life where I'm isolated, I tend to beat myself up or put the blame on myself, like, oh, well, this is happening to me because I did it, right? Or, even if I didn't do something, I would still beat me up. Oh, you beat myself up. Oh, you wouldn't be in this situation, had you, did this right or did that right. Like, that's just the wrong way to look at it. Like, you don't want to ever dwell on any type of like negative thoughts. You don't ever want to dwell on what you could have done better, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Part of life is just acceptance, bro. So if you find yourself in this situation you can't get out of, or even if you find yourself in this situation where you put yourself there, don't even trip, bro. Don't even make a big deal about it, because at the end of the day, this shit really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Life gonna continue, life goes on, and it would just become another thing of the past, just like all your other problems. So, you know what I'm saying, be gentle with yourself, live life, don't forget it, make the best of your situation, make the best of your struggle. And like I said, that pain's gonna turn to passion. It's gonna give you a purpose for living. It's gonna give you a purpose to keep on going hard. The struggle made me, and I promise you the struggle gonna make you too in due time. You just gotta stick with it and never give up. That's the key, you know what I'm saying? But all the other stuff, you feel like you're going through a lot of stress, and you don't have a way to get it off, maybe indulge in some self-care. Be selfish, attend to your needs. You know what I'm saying? You always up in everybody else's face, making sure they good. Make sure you take time out to make sure you good, because that's ultimately what matters. And I know oftentimes the struggle, while I'm in the situation, I tend to get depressed. I tend, like I said, to not be content with myself, and I beat myself up, and I talk about all this stuff I wish I could be doing better, or I look at myself under the light as negative. I'm just going off the dome with this, but I look at myself under a negative light instead of just saying, hey bro, it is what it is. Hey, it's part of life, my nigga. Once we can get ourselves into the mindset as, hey bro, that shit just part of life, it's gonna make dealing with situations a lot easier, because you're not gonna over complicate it. The situation is complex as it is, and the last thing you want to do is have your mind to overthink and overcomplicate your complex situation that you might be in already. You feel me? And if you don't like keep control of that, bro, you feel me, it's just gonna go from one thing to the next, and then you're gonna make your already complex situation 10 times worse, just to off of your head and your own perception of things and what you're going through. So Make sure you still clear of that, bro. And I promise y'all gonna be good. You gonna be strong. Always remember, look, stay down until you come up. I got it on my back wall right there. Stay humble, hustle hard. Hey, and it's gonna come a day in time that you gonna eat. Your whole family gonna be fed. That day might not be today, but that's okay, bruh. That day might not be today, but that's okay. Stay down till you come up. Buckle up, you feel me? Enjoy the ride. Make sure that you live life. You know, every time I look at my life right now and I see something I don't like about it, you know what I tell myself? Man, it's cool. It's just for the moment, man. It's whatever. That's why I tell myself, you know what? I tell myself this moment won't last forever, because that is true, right? The moment won't last forever. So just sit in it and accept it for what it is, whether you like it or you don't. And I promise you, it's gonna make your worldview a lot more simple, right? And it's just gonna make life easier. You know, I feel like, man, life is already hard enough as it is, and the one thing you don't need to be doing is adding on to that. So, you know what I'm saying? Steer clear, stay down until you come up. And yeah, bro, that's it. You feel me? I'm talking for all the people who feel like they don't have nobody to talk to. You can always talk to me, Ron. You feel me? Because believe it or not, we have more in common than you might think. You feel me? And although you might not know me, I try to make these videos as personal as possible, because I want us to share that connection. Hey, bro, you know, we had similar experiences. I like to think about it like this: same person, different body. You know, we all have been through something. At the end of the day, we all have our story, and I just want y'all to know that you got to keep your head up no matter what. You feel me? And that's that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's the video. I'm gone.